How's it going, Raider Nation? It's JT coming at you with another episode of the Raidercast, your podcast for everything silver and black. It was revealed tonight that Maxx, Crosby, Josh Jacobs, and Davante Adams are 2022 Pro Bowlers, going to be playing in the Pro Bowl games. I have the article over here, so I'm going to screen share. Head over to the screen share. It's pretty awesome. 3 Pro Bowlers, despite our, record and performances and stuff like that. These 3 guys absolutely deserve it. Although there's 2 snubs that I'm going to talk about later, but for right now we're going to talk about the guys that did make it. So first off, we have Maxx Crosby, who is a starter. He is a starting defensive end for the AFC, which makes sense because he's leading the NFL in tackle for loss and solo tackles amongst defensive ends with 51, top 10 in sacks, quarterback hits, and this is his second straight Pro Bowl, and he is absolutely deserving of this Pro Bowl nod. He's amongst the top tier of pass rushers despite the lack of talent around him, although in recent weeks obviously we've seen the pass rush get home better. Chandler Jones has stepped up and the defense has been playing a little bit better-ish, but regardless, there's not a lot of talent on defense. There's a lot of issues with the defense, and he's been a star, like a bright shining star, a bright spot the whole time. He's never had I don't think he's had a bad game yet this season, in my opinion. His worst game was there's probably like one bad game he's had, but him and Myles Garrett are the defensive end starters for the Pro Bowl. And then you have Davante Adams, who's actually a alternate, which is weird in my opinion, but he does have league-leading tie in touchdown receptions with 12. He leads our team, obviously, with 86 receptions, 1,200 receiving yards, which I think is good for top 10, and receiving yards a game with 91.1, which is also, I believe, top 10. And he's a career-high 14.8 yards per reception, which is crazy. And it's his 6th consecutive Pro Bowl selection, which is fan-frickin-tastic. 6 out of 9 is really impressive, heading to the Hall of Fame for sure, especially when he gets an All-Pro this year. I'm hoping. And then our second guy is somehow an alternate, or last guy I should say. Our last guy is an alternate somehow. Nick Chubb is the starter for no reason, but whatever. Leads the NFL in rushing yards and yards from scrimmage, rushing yards per game, longest rush. He's top 5 in carries, rushing touchdowns, and this is his 2nd Pro Bowl selection, which is really awesome. Both Crosby and Jacobs are obviously both from the same class. One's from the 1st round in Josh Jacobs. One's from the 4th round in Maxx Crosby. And it's actually really funny because I did my card stream earlier, and those are the 2 guys I picked up, Maxx Crosby, and I got Josh Jacobs right here. I just thought that's funny. But yeah, those are our Pro Bowlers for the 2022 season, which is, like I said, freaking awesome. They deserve it, all 3 of them. I think that Josh Jacobs should be the number 1 starter for the Pro Bowls, which I'm not sure why he's not, because he is the best running back in football this season. But irregardless, Pro Bowl is still really awesome to see. I'm really excited to see how the Pro Bowl games go in, February? But the 2 snubs I want to talk about are Daniel Carlson and A.J. Cole. My friend Tristan Kuhn did comparisons between the who got the AFC kicker and punter and Daniel Carlson and A.J. Cole, and the comparisons are Tucker is 29 for 34 on field goals, 29 for 30 on PAT, 116 points. Daniel Carlson is 29 of 32 for field goals, so much better percentage, 29 of 30 PAT and 116 points, and Carlson had a nice solid streak of not missing a PAT for a while there. I mean, not PAT, a field goal for a long time there. So I think Carlson, it's a tie between Tucker and Carlson. They gave it to Tucker just because of career, but he hasn't had a great season in my opinion. But Carlson is always a really good, shout out. But Townsend made it over A.J. Cole, which is freaking awful choice in my opinion. A.J. Cole has 50 attempts to Townsend's 38. 2,400 yards to Townsend's not even 2,000. He's at 1,900. 46 an average for Townsend, and 50 an average for Cole. That is insane. He has more attempts, more yards, and it has a higher average. And he has more inside the 20 with 23 versus Townsend's 15. It's absolutely ridiculous that Cole is not in the Pro Bowl. However, I can imagine he will be the alternate. They don't name an alternate because you don't really need 2 punters for the Pro Bowl. But I can imagine he is the alternate to Townsend because I'm assuming Townsend's going to have to drop out because of playoffs, which is, he's going to go deeper in the playoffs than the Raiders. I'm assuming that's just how the Chiefs roll, but we'll see. Because the Pro Bowl games start February 5th. But they have to declare whether or not they're actually going to play in the Pro Bowl. So we'll see. But AJ Cole should have made it. I'm really actually pissed more about Cole than Carlson because Tucker making it makes sense. He's not going to lose to. He's not going to lose to. It's going to be very hard for Carlson to beat out Tucker until he retires. But yeah, I think Cole should have made it. He's, in my opinion, the best punter in the league. But that's just me. But let me know what you guys think about the Pro Bowl selections. I think they're awesome. I think these 3 guys also could be all pros. I think Josh Jacobs and Maxx Crosby are definitely treading towards all pros this season, because Maxx is having a far better season than they did last season. He was second-team All-Pro, so it'd be very hard to see him not be All-Pro again. And Josh Jacobs is the best, like I said, best running back in football. Davante Adams might not make it just because he might make second-team, but Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill are having really good seasons, as well as Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and all those other guys. So it'll definitely be hard for Davante to get an All-Pro, but Josh Jacobs and Maxx Crosby, I think, are on the way to All-Pro, but we won't find out for that till the Super Bowl time. So that's a long wait for that. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Silver and Black content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys had a great day, and peace out, Raider Nation.